All right, what up, what up? It's your boy Bodyguard back again for another post, y'all. Today, I'm here to tell y'all about a new piece of equipment that I just picked up that is probably one of the best decisions I've made in a while. I wound up going out to purchase me a battery powered light. I needed something that was going to be lightweight, easily harnessed, because I like to do my top down lighting. So I needed something that was going to be lightweight for me to be able to boom it all the way across the room, just in case I don't feel like having somebody Hollywood something or grab something off over here and just put it over there for it to be seen in the shot the way I need it to be seen. It gets kind of cumbersome. You gotta go through a whole bunch of stuff if you need really large lights. So I needed something that was gonna be able to be used in those situations where I can't get a super big fixture in there. What I wound up going out to purchase was the Neewer HB80c. And the thing about this light that I love so much is the fact that it's really, really small. Like I could throw this thing in a backpack or something like that if I needed to. Like it's something that's really, really small that's able to be thrown up over the top of whatever I'm trying to light. And on top of that, I can use it outside. Now, I have got the opportunity to use these things outside, and I will say, C-stand, Junior Boom, this thing, you can't beat it. It's one of those situations that gives you the opportunity to emulate a lot of different sources of light because it has a whole bunch of different effects that you can emulate using this light. My favorite one, either super warm lighting or super cool lighting, right? Because that gives me the ability to emulate a street light. Street lamps, because I do a whole bunch of cinema style shooting, being able to match that source color to the actual lighting that's in the area gives me a really deep advantage dealing with a lot of the cinema stuff that we shoot, right? So I love this light. I'm gonna keep this real short and simple, give you a little bit about what these guys have put in this box for us to be able to use, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this is hands down probably one of the best decisions I've made. One of the best, like straight up. Let me go ahead and give you guys a little bit. Of course, you guys know, you're gonna get the light fixture itself. You're gonna get one of these right here, which is a standard 7-inch reflector. Gonna need that. Gives you the ability to focus the light in spots that you need to without being super intrusive on your loadout. It actually comes with a mini stand right here. It's pretty cool. It's not gonna give you the ability to move the light like you would want to. Like if it had just one piece on the top to give me the opportunity to throw the mounting port, which is this part right here, on top. Now me, I have one because I do have a bit of a grip case. I'm able to do it, but the piece that you need, you have to buy it separately. And that is the only thing that I see that I don't like about this. Just go ahead and include that piece. It's a small piece, right? Just go ahead and put it in there and give us the opportunity to use this so that we can angle our light, right? You can make these two come one piece and then we can angle our light, right? So go ahead and give us that. Those pieces, they don't cost that much, right? So it's not like it's something that's gonna be hurting you, or even if you're the one who's, you know, throwing that bad boy, it's really not that bad. So just go ahead and get that bad boy because you're gonna need it. And that's if you're gonna be using these lights for like stuff like game streaming and sitting at a desk and you want a little bit of extra light for your Zoom calls, sit down type stuff. Me, I still am gonna use it overhead because I really would like to avoid using large fixtures. And this thing right here, this reflector, and this right here, right, you can get the job done easily, right? And you don't need a super large fixture or a super huge softbox. If you want to shoot through some grid, you got a little bit of diffusion right here. This cap right here actually is a diffuser itself. So what winds up happening for me is that I get the opportunity to diffuse my lighting once by using this cap, and then I take this, throw this over the reflector like this, right? And that right there is how I'm getting my soft light. In cases where I need to throw a flag up, this, and a flag. And now I'm talking about 3 levels of diffusion. So I don't technically need to bounce. Or if I would like to go off a bounce board, then now I got a super easy, lightweight book light. And it's not gonna be super large, but what it is gonna do is give me the opportunity to diffuse that light multiple times. I think it's 2 ways to diffuse light. And this light right here gives me the ability to do all of them. So that's the HB80c from Neewer. You guys are gonna start to see that I will be shooting a lot of videos that have to do with Neewer products because I am just an extreme fan of Neewer, right? And I bought into their ecosystem early. Once you buy into an ecosystem and you start to see the features that come down in the apps and the handhelds and all this type of stuff that goes into production, you either stay in or you wind up going to another. And because I work on projects, a lot of us are using Neewer products. I fit right in with their ecosystem. And I think the major ones that people are looking at, Aperture, Neewer, GVM, Nanlite, all those guys, we all fit right in there. And I think the important part is just having the tools that you need to dial in the lighting so that you can match any lighting set. It's really up to you. And at the end of the day, it really boils down to just being art, right? I can't tell you that your art is wrong. Whatever brush you decide to use to paint your picture, I'm either with it or I'm not. I just happen to use a Neewer brush. It's just all about your creativity and how you decide to use this thing. And nowadays, these cameras are so good that you can stop it down to whatever you have in terms of cinema lens, a T1.2 or T1.4, T2.0, whatever you have. And it's gonna give you a beautiful picture. It is what it is. All right, y'all, that is my very first product review, right? And let's go ahead and go down some points, right? Why did I get this thing? I need a lightweight light that I could shoot over the top that would give me the opportunity to do a multitude of things and solve a multitude of problems. I've taken this thing and thrown it inside of some boxes. And then when you open the box, you get the open chest effect, right? So this light is pretty versatile. You can use it to do whatever you're trying to do. I mean, it's powerful enough to light you in a room. The crazy thing about it is sitting in this room right now, I'm only using a 60-watt light. A 60-watt light. But the crazy thing about it is it's at 2% power. So depending upon what you're trying to light and how you're trying to light it, right? I don't think that you could put that light in a situation to be outside of what you need. Unless you're trying to light a huge space or something like that, then yeah, you might need to bump up to a bit higher. And you're gonna get the chance to hear me talk about some of those higher levels of light, those higher wattages, but you're gonna hear about it from the Neewer side of things, because I am officially a Neewer guy. And another thing that I love about Neewer is the fact that these guys almost always seem to be running a sale. So you could get on the Neewer website and take a look at it, and this thing is probably going to retail for about $239.99 USD. So you could probably get on and see that. But you can get on Amazon and find out that these guys are running a sale right now for $170.99. So $170.99, right? That's not much at all for a light Versitile as it is. That's a steal. Let's put it this way. The light stands that you're gonna put this thing on is gonna cost you more than the actual light. But you pair those bad boys together, then you have a pretty good budget option that you can go with that's gonna take you a long way. For me, hands down, I'm with it. Now, like I said, I've been with Neewer since I started out, right? So it's probably a bit of Neewer bias, but in order for you to gain a bias for something, it had to have done you right in multiple situations for you to have stayed with them as long as you have. That's pretty much all I got for you guys on this. Catch up with y'all a little later. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my little mini review. I told myself I was gonna jump out there and start doing these kind of things, right? Because I buy all this stuff and then I say nothing about it. So yeah, this is me trying to change that. Not sponsored by Neewer or anything like that. Like I don't get like a Neewer paycheck or anything like that. I just am a guy who buys a lot of Neewer products. That's it. So yeah, I'll be back a little later on to talk to you guys about some more Neewer product. And I'm out. Completely out the way. Like it's yeah.